Are you tired of boring podcasts? Are you tired of paneled and structured podcasts that make you want to watch paint dry? Do you want to listen to an adult-oriented show? Do you want to hear words like or personal favorite, jungling thunder?
Droids Podcast. Offensive and off-topic since 2012. Insert unnecessary explosion.
What the? Come on, god damn it. Hold on. And... Oh shit!
Michael Bay!
To get radioactive treatment, go see your local physician after listening to this podcast. To listen to further podcasts, go to droidscanada.com.
Artificial fear.
Wow, that's all I'm going to say.
I'm leaving this up to you to start.
I'm pissed. This is fucking horseshit.
This is why I left it to you.
You know, I can honestly tell you, like, props. I feel like clapping since Tyreese can't anymore. Oh. I will clap in. But we were talking about black people's life expectancy on The Walking Dead. Because Gabby, who is not watching the show much, what episode do you want, you think, in season 1? What episode?
I think episode 6.
So she's in the final episode when they went to the CDC. Okay, good, because that's what's really stupid. Don't worry, you got about, 6 more episodes, and then the show gets good.
Oh, wow.
No.
Back half of the second season wasn't too bad. Especially with Herschel's unlimited ammo.
Yeah. No, yes. Beginning of season 2 is The Snoring Dead.
The Snoring Dead. It was...
Yes. It is very
They're on a
slow.
farm, and Hoary Warry's
Hey,
with
we're on
everybody.
the farm. We're on the farm.
Dickings. T-Dog was okay. No, it's true. Honestly, a black person's life expectancy on the show is very low. Well, T-Dog got 3 seasons and died horribly, and then black guy number 2 was killed immediately the next episode. It's because they found these guys that were in the jail, and there was 2 black guys. One black guy named Tiny, he didn't even get out of the episode. That guy was just murdered out. He was killed with the crazy guy with the machete, the guy who was the ringleader of that little jail crew. Because he got bit and he started fucking murdering him. And then there was black guy number 3. Black guy number 3 is I was in here wrongfully and blah blah blah, and they're like, yeah, we don't believe you. And so they're going to go to the governor's place to try and get back with Daryl, and he just stands up and goes, hi, boom, sniper shot. So I'm like, that's the other black guy. Actually, no.
And Bob,
we got a season of Bob.
Season in a bit.
You know what? It's bullshit, actually. I thought about it. Morgan. He's been alive every season.
Was he technically in
He's
season 1?
He's technically like the band Tool.
Yeah,
he'll come out, do something pretty epic, and then he'll disappear in the background until he's like, it's time for a new album, time to come back out. Because that's what happened with Morgan. We haven't seen Morgan in a long time, and all of a sudden, did you break my chair?
No.
Jesus, you're so violent.
I dropped my darts. Shit.
Dirt. No, but it's true. Then Morgan shows up, and you're like, oh shit, son, it got real. And now it's like he's back in the dark. This is not a Wesley Snipes joke. He's back in the dark.
Always been on black.
No, but I think I'm so upset. Tyreese is such a huge character for me. I was telling Gabby during the episode, I'm like, this man's rages are epic. When he snaps, there is massive murder to go around. Killed 10 walkers with a hammer, and then he killed another 10 walkers with just his bare hands.
Well, there's the one when he was protecting Judith.
What's that?
When he gets locked out by Gareth's dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, well, there was only 3 or 4. Wow. But yeah, literally barehanded.
Yeah. So then he gets bit, and I was pissed. And then the hallucinations, I don't know how that's going to go. I understand that they were saying that in the second half of this season that it's going a different direction. I don't know if I'm gonna like where it's gonna go. It's very psychological. And to kill two main characters, is that it? 2? Are we good? Yeah, we're just 2. We're good.
So far.
So far.
So far.
I feel like I'm watching Game of Thrones.
Oh shit.
Like,
Oh, here we go.
no. I'm fucking sick of Game of Thrones. Like, oh, you like him? Dead.
He's dead. I like this guy dead.
It's like, oh my god.
Why?
Sean Bean, has a main role. This is a great... he's dead. Shit.
Well, you
It's
should
only
be
'cause
expecting that one.
Yeah, because his
And then you
name
had
doesn't
the one-
rhyme.
Then you had the one guy who challenged the mountain, like, oh, this is the son of, what's his face? Inu Montoya from Princess Bride. Like, oh my god, this guy's amazing. Nope,
Pop his head like it's it.
Pop his head like it's
Oh.
it. Shit. Like, everyone's, like, dead. And now moving back to The Walking Dead, because there's still more death. There were zombies. Right?
Remind me after we're done this, I gotta show you something about
I
the
don't
mountain.
know. Oh, no. Yeah, I think I heard about, what, this is weightlifting contest or whatever. He did something recently.
He broke a world record recently.
Yeah, I seen it. He's not a small man at all.
No.
During the hallucination segue, we need to actually get like a sound effect for segues.
No. Maybe
You know what? We are living up to our new podcast.
go find
slogan.
find the sound of a Segway.
It's the sound of an ocelot. I don't know. I am standing by this. I'm holding up our business card. I am pointing out our new
Yeah,
slogan.
because everybody can see it.
Being off topic and offensive since 2012. I stand by this card that Gabby beautifully made. Stand by it. Well, I'm sitting right now, but I'm standing by it because it's so true.
Yeah, because one way or the other, people still can't see you.
This is...
Visit the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. The last time we posted a picture of someone that we did a podcast, they freaked out over it, so we stopped taking pictures of it. So it's complicated. The point is that Tyreese is dead and I'm upset. But there was a positive. What was the positive? Come on, like a giddy, like a schoolgirl.
There's a positive.
The governor was there.
Yeah,
I
big deal.
fucking love the governor. You don't understand. I was so upset when I knew he was going to die.
I was happy I got to see and revamp everything and see Beth get her brains blown out again as we were kind of recapping everything.
Because I accidentally downloaded the wrong copy. And we had to show Gabby the cop get hit by the car.
Yeah.
And then Beth's brains get blown out. But
I was happy.
I love the
cheered
fact
when
they're
that
like,
happened.
okay, well, he's going to have some hallucinations now. We're going to bring in Bob. Don't worry, his foot's not joining us.
Oh.
So then, like, what else can we do? We're going to bring in the crazy girls. Well, Lizzie, the stabby McStab, no rape comment. Nor do I chick when crazy. Not even joking about that. Killed her own sister. Spoiler for you. And then you're like, oh, it can't get any worse, right?
Hey, go take a look at the flowers. Bang. Yeah.
Bang. And then the governor walks in doing his little fucking Broadway dance. Like, shit. Like, this is like the worst hallucination ever. Nothing positive came out of this hallucination. His, like, girlfriend for one episode wasn't there. Did you notice that? You remember her, do you? She was hot. No, she was on fire. She was hot until Carol literally poured gasoline on her and burned her to a crisp.
So
And
she
she's
She's
was
not there
literally-
yet. Yeah.
So first
Hence the
figuratively,
reference.
then literally.
Yeah.
Well, she was actually kind of hot. I would have gave her the bionic seahorse myself.
Twice on Sunday.
Why is it always twice on Sunday? Wouldn't it be
'Cause
twice on Friday? Because Friday is a festive day. Sunday's a day of rest. I found out today that one of my friends actually have a stove that it has a setting called Sabbath. It doesn't work. Okay. Because on the Sabbath, i.e. Sunday, you're not allowed to do anything. So you set the stove to Sabbath, so it's useless. I'm like,
So in other words,
You
you
leave it
just
off.
turn it off, and you leave it off.
I couldn't believe it, and then I actually Googled it, and it does exist. Oh shit, Rick
Oh,
Grimes!
Rick
Oh
is
no,
dead.
I got Rick! I
Rick's
was
dead.
holding my Rick Grimes action figure during the episode.
Is it actually
Because
an
you almost killed him.
Is it a statue or is it an action
I
figure?
can take his arm off and put the rifle arm instead on.
Ooh.
You don't know how hard it is. Like, McFarlane made this fucking toy so goddamn... Like, it took me... It would take me a minute, like 10 minutes to get this arm off. Because I'm afraid I'll break it. Unlike Tyrese's hand. Alright, we got off with one hit. It
Yeah, it was one hit.
One hit. So then I'm thinking to myself, when his arm falls to the ground, clapping. Listen to the sound of one hand clapping. What's the sound of a robot, one hand robot clapping? Dubstep? No?
I thought that was Robosex.
Oh, God. You don't even understand. It's
Just
funny you bring
wait.
that up.
Just
you bring
wait.
that up because I'm going to play
Just wait.
that. Because that goes back to our friend that we talked to earlier today. Which is, like, we were recording like 5 podcasts today, no word of a lie, and I only have 1 cup of coffee. Can you
sir, are
not
crazy.
break my shit? Look at him, you're violent. Listen,
No,
asshole.
it's not
I kept
him
you
that's
caffeinated.
It's not him that's getting violent, it's his beard.
Starting
I
to
thought it
get
was
angry.
resting.
It's getting angry.
I thought it
Getting angry.
What is like
getting
resting
tired.
bitch beard? Is that what it's called?
Tired. Oh.
Oh,
I think that moniker has already been taken.
oh. Really? I'm afraid to ask the question, so we'll do it off the air, so there's no evidence. so Tyreese gets his arm lopped off. So I think to myself, since Tyreese technically in the comic book died when Herschel died, they actually in the comic book to the TV show. I'm thinking maybe he's getting his arm lopped off like Rick did. I'm like, he's still alive, right? It's kind of like you're saying it's a little airborne, but it's still good. It's still good. That's my train. No. It obviously didn't. But I like that Beth got her cameo in.
Yeah, they did bring
her
Beth
music
back.
cameo was great.
They did, yeah.
It made no sense
Yeah,
whatsoever.
you were really happy about that.
I was fucking pissed. Like, I mean, I can't even stand the fucking broad. It's like, oh, what are you gonna do today? I'm gonna play a song about sunshine.
They got their dream sequence they wanted.
Yes, actually, everyone did get it. They did say there could be a dream sequence. Everyone's like, maybe Carol's gonna wake up. Nope. It was Tyreese dying. Like, how many pint of blood do you think he lost before he even left the house?
Quite a
All of
bit.
it.
Like, I gotta ask questions. He got bit once, and he more or less lost 2 pints on the first bite. It looked like it.
That was a good chunk, yeah.
And then the second bite was just like,
Well, at that point, yeah. I've already been bit once. Why not, stop this guy with the same
He
arm?
turned into the Black Knight. No pun intended.
Why didn't? But your arm's already bit. Why didn't you just like use his arm, pressing against the zombie's head against the wall, and pop his head like zip? I've seen it happen. I.e., the mountain.
Yeah, but he used his hands. Not
But
an
the
arm.
zombie's head is now fragile because it's deteriorating. You can just go. You'd be like Van Damme and what was it Legionnaire?
The
Bam!
bone's
ears.
still there.
Well, I mean, the bone will eventually deteriorate. It's not always going to be 100%.
Yeah, but it's like vice crushing versus like a bar.
Do you
Imagine.
think WWF wrestler Crush, if you remember back in the day,
Yep. Achy breaky head.
could he break the head of the zombie? Then, would we cast out the guy who plays Mullet Man right now and put Crush in? Because Crush did have a mullet.
He did have a mullet.
He had a
could.
powerful mullet.
He could
Like
replace
Jake
it.
the Snake Roberts level mullet. But Jake Snake Roberts was pretty powerful, by the way.
It was more Billy Ray Cyrus-ish.
Jake the Snake Roberts actually didn't have a drug problem. His mullet had the drug problem. Just like
Maybe it was a
beard.
snake.
It could have. Boa constrictor snake on the back of the head? That's heavy. Really heavy. No, it would be physically heavy. So what's next for The Walking Dead? Because Tyreese, safe to say, didn't make it.
Nope.
I was like, oh, he's still good.
He's dead, Jim.
They're gonna make it. They're gonna make it. They pulled over. Fuck. And they're burying him. Oh, yay.
It's kind of funny because they've done this a couple of times where they start the episode and it's like, oh, okay, you think it's this. And then all of a sudden, now the story takes place and then it jumps back to where the episode started. And you realize the events that took place.
It was different because they revisited a lot of key scenes, like the prison and stuff like that. But they didn't go too far back. So then, I guess this is where I didn't pay attention, but that's when Tyreese came in, was during the prison season, blah, blah, blah. If it was a main character from the get-go, you would have seen the Herschel's farm, you would have seen the Hot Atlanta, or Atlanta, if you want to call it that. You would have seen that, but you didn't, so I guess it was verbal with some clues. Now, Michonne's character is now a new problem. Oh my god, we need to stop. What the fuck happened to you, Terminator? When did the Terminator grow a vagina?
There's
Not even joking. Like, in the comic book, she was a slut, and she got, like, butt raped by the governor, that actually did happen, and he put a spoon in her ass, I think it was, or something. Like, no word of a lie, it was pretty graphic what happened to her. But she paid him back in beyond spades. Literally took an ice cream spoon and his eye out.
Oh, Jesus.
Did she eat it?
No, his daughter was a zombie, and his daughter did eat the eyeball.
Nice.
As ice cream.
Ooh.
That's why ice cream scoop, but because he was actually...
Ice cream?
Ice cream, you scream, we all scream, butt rape! Butt rape by pterodactyls. But I'm standing by that. That would be a horrible day.
Still not going to that fucking island.
Midair butt rape.
Oh, God.
I'm getting thrown by a pterodactyl. What the hell? Ah! And then it drops you. It's like, I did this microphone drop, but you're the microphone. That's the worst. Or spikes you like a football. Would the Patriots still win?
Depends on if it's inflated or deflated.
Is the pterodactyl's balls flated? Can we have an official gripping? No. Am I reaching?
Yes.
Look, I'm doing well. Look, she's like crying. Anyways.
Face palm.
There was some tears. I saw tears. Anyways.
Madness.
No, I'm really upset about Michonne right now. Her vagina grew in. I don't know if I like this.
There's like a whole beach up there. It's not just sand. There's a fucking beach.
Like, I don't get it.
She
did have a mental breakdown in the episode before when she talked about, the refugee camp or whatever she was at. You're like, oh, look, her vagina made a little bit more sense. Now it's like...
Surprise,
she doesn't have camel toe. She has moose knuckle right now.
Oh.
Like, I can land a plane on that shit. No
landing strip needed.
How dare she have emotions? She's the Terminator, the real Terminator. She makes Schwarzenegger look like a bitch. She could have. Now she's got a vagina. Beth's singing. Tyreese is dead. I see negatives. Is there any positives from this episode? Oh wait, he pointed it out. There is no positives. Because there was a part they were kneeling, and there's like a concrete little wall
because it leads to the end credits when they're showing next week's episode.
He caught it. I clearly missed it.
It was when they first come into this estate where Noah is, and he drops to the ground and he starts bawling his eyes out. Well, there's a little, I don't know, it's part of the curb.
Yeah, it's like a little. It's to make the grass look, because it's like a little bit of a hill.
Like an island thing.
Yeah, kind of make it stand out, make it look nice.
And it's like wolves not far.
Yep.
And then, sure enough, in the end scene, as they're talking about it, you hear the wolves.
Now, here's another question, which has never been answered yet: is there a such thing as zombie animals?
If there was, that would be fucking terrifying.
Resident Evil.
Yeah, they had the
zombie dogs. Zombie bears.
But they made no reference, while you keep up on the comics, as they've been...
Not to my knowledge. They had a tiger.
Yeah.
Which supposedly could be coming. Ferocious and white. It's a white Siberian tiger, you racist. No, joking. Seriously, though. I don't know. They never did.
Zombie animals. If there were zombie wolves, there'd also be like zombie crows and ravens.
You would think at that point, yeah.
I don't know how a zombie bird would ever happen, though.
They eat the dead flesh.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's never really been proven that eating another person's flesh actually made you a zombie. It's just been basically like, you die, you become one.
Or you get bit.
Which elevates you to die.
Why?
Why not?
Maybe
How many pints of blood did Tyreese lose there?
Maybe zombies have a poison
There has never
bite.
been just like a regular bite that someone went, oh my god, I'm never going to make it. It's been like fatal. Except for Jim. Do you remember Jim?
I don't remember Jim.
Jim was in the first season. The guy that got bit, I think it was like right here.
Yeah.
And then he died. He went through the fever stage.
You don't necessarily die from just a bite.
No. He actually got bit, and then like days later he had like a fever, and then he died from the fever. Which still could have been sustainable shock. If he was treated, he could have maybe lived.
Maybe.
But they were underneath the assumption at that point in the season that you get bit, you're done.
Yeah.
And then after the CDC, spoiler for you, everyone's actually infected automatically. That was a good curveball. I have to admit, it was a good curveball. Like, okay, still haven't explained how that happened yet. 5 seasons in.
We still don't know.
According to Kirkman, when he runs out of ideas, aliens will show up and fuck everything up. And
You know the show's over.
that's when we know the show's done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Makes
Aliens.
sense. I'm playing Saints Row 4. That's what's happening there. But it's still entertaining. So, any predictions for next week? Wolves.
Yeah, Wolves.
See,
We saw that.
Liam Neeson needs to be in it now.
The question is now that, usually when it comes to opener, ender, most of the time someone dies.
Well, we got that character.
We got the the
Ender in the
mid-season, renewal.
And first episode of the season was just murder.
Yeah.
Absolute murder. 8th episode was Beth dying. 9th episode is now Tyreese dying.
So, should we make a prediction now for end of season?
No, it's too far. Right now, if I had to base it by the comic book, they're going to go to the kingdom. They're going to see a giant fucking tiger.
But at this point, is anyone else going to die this season? Is what I'm saying.
I'm banking on Glenn.
You're banking on Glenn? No
I
way.
think Glenn's going to get his head bashed in.
I don't think so.
I think so. I think it's time for Glenn to part ways. He was supposed to be dead a long time ago. But in the comic book, he gets killed by Negan, and it's clearly a build-up to Negan, because you can see by the community that it wasn't the walkers that got in. Someone smashed those gates. Someone burned those buildings to the ground. So that tells me that's a scavenger. Negan. That's what Negan did.
Possible.
We're getting to the big man with the bat.
Did he also have all those zombies?
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
Well, not necessarily. Those weren't just regular walkers. That was a community of people that was living
once-
there that turned
yeah.
into walkers. And the twins.
Yeah.
One twin ate another twin. Is that incest? It's a fair question. He ate his insides.
Okay, so right now we've got Carl and Rick,
Segue. Cara, Sasha.
Maggie and Glenn.
Sasha is expendable because she has no real storyline.
Not anymore.
Not anymore.
Now with Tyreese gone. Then you got Abraham, Eugene.
They're staying.
They're going to be staying.
Rosalita's staying.
Rosalita, yeah. I'm trying to think who else we got in the group.
Carolushin.
Carolushin.
Yeah, but she ain't going anywhere.
No, not right now.
She's technically Andrea now, because Andrea was supposed to be what Carl is. So, I'm sure... You know what? I don't think anyone's going to die. I can see Carl actually taking the bullet to the eye and actually becoming...
I just want
character
to...
change.
I'm hoping. I know it's not going to happen. I want to see that little fucker die. Still.
Carl ain't gonna die.
I know he's not.
He's not gonna die.
Get in the
I want
damn
that-
house!
But stay in the fucking house, Carl.
Chocolate pudding. That's true. See Herbert the pedophile outside with
Maybe
a
he
trap
dies
and
with-
chocolate pudding. Guess who?
Hey, Carl, here, have some
here
pudding.
you
Go
Come
into
in
a
my
diabetic
house.
coma.
I got some popsicles and chocolate pudding. That's getting really dirty right now. Dark, very dark. I know.
Yeah,
Oh.
I don't know. If it's out of the mains,
Like you
I'm
kill,
gonna-
you're killing all the expendables. Like Bob was an expendable.
yeah, Sasha's
you-
now expendable.
Yep.
Which,
But you're also adding 2 new characters, and you're adding in the gay couple that's coming in, which is from the comic book. They're going to be coming in this part.
yeah, but they're not going to die.
No, they're gay. They'll live.
Well, yeah, it's just like
They're
the.
fucking like best friends with George Takei. Fuck, they're good. They're fine. Hey, don't make fun of George Takei. He's going to be like, hello.
I'm
It'll be okay.
gonna say Maggie gets it by the end of the season.
I don't know. She's technically supposed to have babies. I think. I can't remember. Fuck, there's too much comic books. Damn you,
That'd
Kirkman.
be like one of the worst things to do in a zombie apocalypse.
They've already humped a few times.
Yep.
They have condoms, though. They were responsible and they got condoms. Back in season 2. So we're looking at about... that was like a year now, I think. And we still have to have a year of winter, like full-blown winter. Because now they're going further up north. It's going to become more possible. Which does happen when the Kingdom storyline happens, I remember exactly. Because then the zombies start freezing and actually... not dying, but becoming immobilized, I guess would be a better thing.
Yeah.
It was either time to pick them off one by one. But I think next episode, they're going to deal with the wolves. I don't think anything else exciting beyond that. Well, it's still going to be exciting.
Survival.
It's just going to be a survival episode. This is me praying for not another Daryl episode. Because I didn't care for the last
No,
one.
at this point, I think it's going to be probably now, if anything, it's going to be Maggie or Carol dealing with Beth.
I could see that, I guess. All right.
Hope it's not a Daryl episode.
We're hoping it's not a Daryl episode. You don't even know what's going on, do you? You just like sitting there. She's like, "Oh my God, can I leave now? Jesus H Christ!"
Laugh track again. There you go.
You know, what if someone had diabetes in The Walking Dead? Do
They'd
you
be
think?
screwed?
Well, Raynor's already admitted that she'd be one of the first people to die because her gluten-free
Yeah, she's
allergy. Well, I don't know about that. Like her shed would give her away, but I mean, beyond that, she could still live. She just eats nothing but vegetables. Like, I mean, I don't. But diabetes.
Unless she's gonna have her own freaking farm.
I'm growing my own gluten-free bread. Growing.
In other words, cardboard.
Oh, wow.
Oh no, that's carb-free bread.
Oh, Jesus. Oh, good.
They were close.
Anyways, that's the end of this podcast. I don't even know what number this is going to be. You know what? I'm
I
going to say
don't know.
171 or 172.
I don't know, 170 something.
Yeah,
Depending on
it's
the
gonna be
ordering.
It's so much shit.
I don't know.
Oh, anyways, enjoy your chimichanga. I'm out of here.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Thanks for listening to the Droids You Are Looking For podcast. Stay tuned for next week's podcast.
Remember, the Force will be with you always.